Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here with Call of the Sea. This is the continuation of our 100% walkthrough, and this is Chapter 4. In Chapter 4, there are a total of 14 murals, as well as one secret achievement for getting a postcard, one miscellaneous achievement for talking into the microphone without power. We'll also get 50% of the story logs or journal entries, and this is going to be useful for tracking our progress, and we'll get 2 achievements for progression, one for a certain segment of the chapter and one for just completing the chapter overall. The first thing we'll do here is just find all of the murals, and there is a specific icon on each one, and then we can use the stairs to tell us what button we're supposed to press on each mural. So this is kind of what we're going to be doing for this first few minutes, and additionally we'll be grabbing a whole bunch of little story items here and there to make sure that we get all of the story logs. Now right here is where I personally get the 50% of the story logs achievement, so if you've been following along, you should get yours at this point too. For the next little while, I'm just going to continue looking at items and finding all of the murals.
They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clever, old pal. His low spirits are obvious in this photo. What was wrong with Frank? He looks so thin. Nakal? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right? Oh no! Frank died. So Frank fought in the Great War. Oh, Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling. There are some sort of sound devices built around this amphitheater. Heavens, looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents. All but one.
So this is the section that I mentioned before where we come to the stairs and we can see the symbols kind of underneath these planks of wood. So make sure you observe those, and at the top of the stairs there's also a couple of things we want to grab, but also a microphone. This is where we can grab one of our Missable achievements. We have to try to talk into this microphone 2 times, even though it doesn't work. This one can be a little bit finicky, so just keep mashing your buttons if for whatever reason it doesn't unlock. I am now going to go input the actual solutions of the puzzle into the murals. So I'm just going to walk around the outer edge and compare that with my notes from the symbols under the stairs, and we should be good to go for this little section.
I like singing so much. Harry and I often sang together when my condition got worse. Harry thought it wasn't a good idea to make unnecessary.
Upon interacting with all of the correct murals and the correct buttons, you will use the water to raise the hatches. This will open up the entrance to go and start the power generator, which is kind of the first major step of the chapter. Now, to start the power generator itself, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go behind it and I'm going to press the green button until the holes line up on the bottom, basically south or down. And then I'm going to go on the opposite side, pull the lever, and I'm going to repeat this twice. And obviously you can do this from left to right, or you can actually do it from right to left if you prefer. Any order doesn't really matter, just I'm going to do it left to right to keep it simple. Now, the last part of the generator, you have to click buttons, and the way this works is as you click a certain button, other buttons will shift. But if you know this, you only have to click 2 buttons to get the solution. You have to click the kind of button in the bottom right corner on an angle and in the top left corner on an angle, and the ones next to it will light up and you should have everything complete. If you mess up, you just kind of have to play around with it for a while, but once you get that complete, you can go to the left and pull both of the levers down to turn on the power completely. With that completed, we are ready to go to the radio tower.
I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends. When you finally do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person. But it takes a lot for him to open up. Oh, what? Did I do something wrong? Come on, work. Come on.
Now, after you fall off the radio tower, you'll wake up in a little bit of a dream sequence. Now, during the dream sequence, there are 2 important things we need to do. The first thing is to open up your notebook during the sequence, and you'll get a Missable achievement. Additionally, there is a secret item at the end of the sequence, which is a postcard. I will pick it up. I will unlock my achievement for it. But a fair warning is that if you go to chapter select, it may say that you don't have this secret item. I believe this is just an in-game glitch. This dream sequence on its own is mostly just here for some storytelling and stuff like that. It's super simple. You're pretty much just going to walk forward, interact with some objects for story logs and whatnot, and at the end there will also be a postcard where you can unlock an achievement, and upon coming out of the dream sequence you'll unlock a progressional based achievement.
My cane? No. I would rather die than use that damned thing again. Hair is so dry. I need to find water. My bed. How many times did I think I was going to die lying in this bed? But I'd better find some shade before I dry right up. The horseshoe-shaped pillar. And that diamond shape again. I can't take much more of this. I feel woozy. That's not a house. That's our house in Inglewood. Am I dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind? Harry? Are you home? I am definitely losing my mind. I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you... My mother's music box. Yet again. Cousin Robert? But I don't have any cousins. What a sweet melody.
So once we come back out of that dream sequence, we'll be back in the puzzle land. Here there will be a box to interact with. The microphone will start working. We will adjust all of the kind of rocks on the large face of the wall. And once we do that, it'll open up a door. Inside there will be some more murals, and we can continue on with the level.
Previous 6 years. With my illness, I'd forgotten about the kind of person I am. I might not be daring, but I am determined. Love gave me strength, but it also gave me something to lose. I haven't sung since I got sick, but let's give it a shot. Was quite a show. This feels like hallowed ground. Are they bathing him in black ooze? His hands are changing, like in my dream. Look at those spots. They look like mine. Now he's some sort of man-fish? Fish of every size and shape. A giant fish head made of stone. This looks like the same kind of elevator that was in the campsite. These patterns look too familiar.
So once we are comfortable after grabbing all of the murals and interacting with any of these documents that may produce a story log, we are ready to take the elevator to go up to the end of the level where I think a lot of people have been getting stuck.
Where is this taking me? Looks like I'm inside the giant fish head that I saw from below.
So the first thing we'll do once we reach this area is we're basically just going to interact with all of the murals and then find all of the documents we need in order to have sufficient clues to actually solve the puzzle itself. Again, I could just kind of give you the answer, but we actually have to find all of the clues if we want to get 100% in the game. So I'm going to find all those clues first, and then I'm going to do my best to kind of explain why we're doing what we're doing here. This also gives you a little bit of a chance to figure it out on your own if you did miss a clue and came to the video to find the solution.
My dear old pal, Nora. I wish I could write something else, but a long time ago I promised you I would never lie to you. So here goes. There is no cure for your illness. What you carry in your blood is changing you, and it will keep changing you until it's done, whatever that means. There is nothing we can do to stop it. My dear old pal, my partner, the love of my life, I am so sorry. I've made so many mistakes. All those deaths because of me. Frank, DeWitt, Roy. All for nothing. Maybe Teodoro is right. Maybe we can return to the beach and build a raft to get back to Papiete. Maybe in less than a month, I could be back.
There's no cure? But he didn't finish the letter. What did you do, Harry? Where are you? I know for sure that you didn't go back home, so what?
Does this mean that...
Is this
what
related to me somehow, to my disease? I have to find you. So that's how you mark the symbol's orientation. I'm starting to understand this language. This one was really hard to figure out. Good job, Harry. Well done, Harry. Boy, am I lucky that you did the hard part of figuring things out. I've seen this symbol in the murals several times. I guess it can be applied to both water and black ooze. Harry marked this symbol for a reason. I'd better write it down. Harry threw a bottle against the wall. Was it because he was frustrated for not deciphering this? Or because of what he discovered when he did? A broken liquor bottle. Is this Harry's? He hates booze. A complex pattern. It's amazing how words and symbols can keep their meaning after thousands of years.
Now, once you kind of interact with everything in the room, you should be able to open up your logbook, look at your notes, and hopefully see a full page, which can help you kind of figure out exactly what we're doing. This puzzle overall is really complicated, but hopefully this is a simple way to explain it. Now, you can solve this as a visual puzzle by looking on the wheel underneath each of the murals and ignoring the murals themselves. Each wheel will have like a number of starbursts on it, and you can basically find the notes around the room, inspect the notes in your log, and you have to basically turn each wheel corresponding to the symbol based on the number of starbursts on the wheel. Now, that's not the way I really did it. What I wanted to do instead was to basically figure out what each of the signs on the murals represented as part of a word. So the words are like transformation, liquid, life, and eternal. And then you can put it in the right position. For mural 1, it should face up. For mural 2, it should face to the right. For mural 3, it should face down. And for mural 4, it should also face down. Doing this correctly will open up the door in the back, and then we will have the drum puzzle.
It appears Harry didn't advance any further.
The last puzzle in this chapter is the drum puzzle, which basically works like a Simon Says. You do have to learn what each sound each pad makes. So just learn those really quickly and repeat back everything the wall says to you. Do it correctly until you're done, and you'll finish up the level pretty much.
This technology never ceases to amaze.
Once you complete the drum puzzle, the pedestal will open up in front of you. Go and interact with it to complete chapter 4. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like, share the video with a friend, and hopefully I see you soon. A special thank you to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. Peace.
There's something different about my hand.